This is Chit and Chat, the encouraging one another podcast. Interviewing musicians, comedians, sports personalities, and many, many other individuals all over the world, sharing their story of encouragement, inspiration, what they've been through, what they've gone through, as well as amazing musicians from all over the world. Kick back and relax. For some amazing people you probably have never heard of and their story. Each of us have a story of hope, of courageousness, of inspiration. This is Chit and Chat, the encouraging one-on-one podcast. It's always about encouraging others. Hello, and welcome back to Chit and Chat, the encouraging one another podcast. I'm your host, Jody Sheffield. I'm so glad to have you back for another episode, and this episode will be very unique than the 80 episodes I've done so far. This podcast has been going for over a year now, and oftentimes I get a chance to reach out to my guests who have been on the show and just kind of catch up what they're doing, upcoming projects, new songs. And with that being said, I reached out to a singer-songwriter who's been on the show before, and she has traveled the world now. Kirstie Kraus will be joining us today, and this episode will be featuring all her songs. Her new hit song, Who Am I Gonna Love, with Thomas Cavanaugh, Silver, Sorry Is Not Enough, and If It Were Worse, and Better. I'm excited to talk with her and hear more about her. If you want to go back and listen to the episode she was on last, it was episode number 40. That was recorded on June 29th, 2022. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast, Kirstie Kraus. This is Kirstie Kraus, Silver.
I know we ain't perfect. You're the best thing I ever had, but it ain't working. If there was a magic pill I knew could heal this hurt, I would drop a couple mil. Red lights in my head, you see diamonds, I see red, and you say I'm never home, but you signed up when I was gone. You try to change me, I'm still the same me, silver just can't be gone. We go round in circles. My mama said, honey, you shouldn't be jumping her nose. Love ain't supposed to be this high, though once we start driving this apart. Red lights in my head, you see diamonds, I see red, and you say I'm never home, but you signed up when I was gone. You try to change me, I'm still the same me, silver just can't be gone. You should know better, we can't be together, silver just can't be gone. You can bring me sugar, babe, but we know how it's gonna taste. Even though I've been and break, still don't mean I'm gonna stay. Can't convince my heart to
ladies and gentlemen. This is Kirstie Kraus. She is back with another exciting episode. And thanks so much for taking the time out of your busy day. And the last time you were on was June 22nd, episode number 40. And now we're at episode 81. It's kind of crazy how time
Woohoo! Almost
it's
double.
just
It's double and then some. I love that. Thank you for having me back on.
you've been a little busy and it was today as well. But I want to throw some icebreaker questions at you, and you gotta get your thinking cap on. And so the first question is: of all your songs you've written, is there one that took you a little longer to write? Maybe it wasn't working the way you wanted to. You had to tweak a little bit. Was there one song that really kind of you had problems with, but you love it?
Ooh, I think anytime I write like some of the love songs on my album. And by the way, I'm so here for all of these these questions. This is fun because it's new for me. It puts me on the love song a little bit longer because I feeling that people have when they're like falling in love. It's like, how do we get this right? So to me, that's always harder. And I think I've experienced love less. I feel like I'm almost like grabbing to what it could be. And I think so, like what love does, I remember it just kind of started off a little slow other rights. I remember sitting there and we were kind of like, oh, and I'm just gonna free form talk and then we'll use some of that in the song. That's kind of how we did it. We had to kind of do a back end way around it because I was really struggling to get like the words out of what I was feeling. So yeah, I think that's what I say, like, what love does, better was really fun to write, but I remember, like, it took a little bit to get it to come out, just because it was n really new for me.
I like a song. The video comes to mind the most with a guy. I guess he lost you, and he's trying to remarry. And that's a very I love that the theme of that video is really powerful. I forget the name of the song, but I really like that
Thirsty,
one. Yes,
Thirsty. Yeah, Thirsty was
yes.
actually a gift to me, and I have a hand we did it was based on conversations we had, it's based on my everything that when I am in a relationship and the struggles of being just vulnerable and open. And then my producer, Zeev, he just went and wrote the song. And I couldn't even be mad when he the song because I was like, you know what? This is incredible. This is a beautiful gift. And I have to start singing this song immediately. And this has to be on the record. Like I just knew that this was an all encompassing song of pretty much all telling this has to go on.
Question number two: was there any advice someone might have given you when you first started out that you still use today, and who was it from?
Oh, okay. Who was it? A lot of people, but I'm trying to cite someone directly. Dave Freeman says a lot. Like he is so good with a wealth of information about the business as it just tells it like it is. Him probably pop rock community. And one of the things he said is just keep working hard and keep writing great songs. And then also from him and so many others, they tell me, do not sign anything. Do not sign anything. But that's more to be really cautious because they are right. There's a lot of people who want you to sign paperwork but don't have intentions of fulfilling their end. You know what I mean? Of their paperwork that's on there, or maybe it's vague for them and so they always say, do not sign. Shake hands and say thank you and do not sign.
Uh, very good advice, especially for
Yeah.
anything. Don't sign.
It's tough and definitely check your references. I would say that's been a great piece of advice is to call up other people in the industry and double check their references, who they've worked with, what their experience has been. Don't be afraid to take more time, even weeks, to look into references and get the full story of who you're about to sign with, work with, etc.
Same with when I'm doing interviews with people. I do probably about a week's worth of. I go on YouTube, I go on articles, and I'm just trying to find good questions, themes I can use. That there's no blank spots in my conversation. So I'm with you.
That's great. I love that.
Question number 3: when you're have some downtime, I know it's probably very few and far between, in concerts, what are some ways you like to kick back and relax?
Ooh, I love that. I get into Netflix. I mean, I don't normally like to watch seasons. I more like to watch movies only because it's kind of like an under 2 hour situation. You're done. I feel like when I start a series, then I'm like, oh, I want to watch it all the time because I want to finish it. I want that done feeling,
Yep.
and so I found that movies are more my jam. Otherwise, I end up like watching episodes while I'm doing makeup and trying to squeeze it in whenever I can. But yeah, movies for sure. I love going on walks. I found that that's just being out in the sun and having that time to just be on a walk is I'm all about it. I love going to concerts and checking things off my bucket list. So one of the things on the bucket list that it sounds like I'm going to be doing in May is going to a rodeo. And I've never been to a rodeo. I've always wanted to. So just doing stuff like that, like being an attendee and going to the rodeo in Nashville is going to be so much fun.
4: what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, I if I'm looking for a really, really sad movie, I always used to say it was I Am Sam.
Okay.
Like, no matter what, that movie got me and, like, just made me bawl. It just gave me all the feels. There's so many good movies. I used to love Pearl Harbor.
Hmm.
I'm kinda one those ones that the movie shifts all the time. I remember loving, like, Slumdog Millionaire. I thought that was really like, a really good and well done movie. I think I like the general theme to these movies are I like movies that make me really feel something,
Okay.
you know? But
They're
with that being said, I'm a chick flick fanatic. I like everything that comes out in any sort of chick flick form, I've already watched it.
Is there a comedy one? It really you have to watch. For me, it's a Galaxy Quest. I can watch that one all the time with Tim Allen. I love that movie.
Oh, Tim Allen's
Couple.
great. Comedy for me, I mean, any sort of Adam Sandler,
Okay.
I I find I find funny. Um, I can't remember. I think the last like true comedy was like Deadpool, like that I saw. So I don't know if I watched like so many comedies, I would have to like more dig into the classics, you know. But it's definitely I think I watch more memes, to be honest, on Instagram highlight reels of animals doing funny things and getting caught by their owners.
Okay.
That's my jam.
That's awesome. And last question: what's your favorite breakfast? For me,
Ooh.
it's Mrs.
Oh,
I've,
yes.
I'm
I have to say this. Oh, wait, what were you gonna say?
I'm from the South, so it's in my blood.
Yeah, yeah. I went to this place in Georgia. It was called Grits in all caps, and it was in this tiny town in Georgia, and it was amazing. I think we ordered breakfast, and I also got dinner for later to go. But,
Nice.
I really love I love bacon and eggs and pancakes and that combo, and we always tend to do that anytime I'm up in Wisconsin with my family, they make that breakfast. I also love and cannot stop thinking about a proper fry up that I had over in London recently, and that's I kid you not, baked beans, that's sausage, that's bacon, that's hash browns and eggs all on the plate. And then, some sort of toast and tea. And you wouldn't think, but there's something about having baked beans with all of that meat and then eggs, it was just so good. It was so good, and I haven't stopped thinking about it yet. And Thomas, my duet partner for Who Am I Gonna Love, said the next time he comes over in Nashville, he's gonna try to attempt to make the proper English fry up in
Nice.
Nashville.
Yeah. Nice to have connections.
Yeah. I'm like, "Please do, anytime."
Well, this episode's all about you. We're going with Kirstie Kraus songs. I'm playing Better. I'm playing If It Were Worse. Sorry It's Not Enough. Silver. And your brand new song, Who Am I Gonna Love, which you just mentioned. And to just share all about your songs in this episode. Uh, can you share a little bit about your Who Am I Gonna Love and really how it came to be?
Yes, it was okay. So, my new song, Who Am I Gonna Love? I have been writing with Thomas, and I knew Thomas basically online. We met each other online, and he reached out to me, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, let's do a virtual coffee and write together. And now, fast forward time, he started coming to the States and visiting Nashville. So I was setting him up with rights. I introduced him to my best friend, Crystal King, who's originally from North Carolina, and I tour with her often. And they wrote this song. She ended up texting it to me, thinking like, "Oh, maybe she'll like it, or here's what it is." And I was like, "You guys, this is it. This is the next single. This is a smash. Like, let's do this." And they kinda had the idea for it to be a duet, but yeah, Thomas and I just took it and ran with it. We slowed it down a little bit and kinda put our styles on it. He went, did his rock thing and also crossing over to country, and I put in, very country additives with, the likes of kinda channeling my North Star, which is Leanne Rimes, on some of those the way I did the additives, but, yeah, it was really fun to put together, and it was so crazy because we were in 2 different cities, and I've never been in the studio, like, not being in the same city. That was very different. It was a little bit of a challenge, but I'm glad that we were able to do it and get the song all ready for the deadline, which we wanted the song to be released on February 13th.
I'm gonna pause a second. I'll be playing that song for my guest. This is Thomas Cavanaugh and Kirstie Kraus. Who Am I Gonna Love?
Seek what you won't find. What's right before your eyes? The one who's gonna fill all those lonely nights. Are you looking just like me? Or are you blinded by your big dreams? Are you a rock star in a shower? Or an angel when you sleep? Do you like the sunrise or the night? Do you curse under your breath when things are going right? It's always been playing on my mind. Who am I gonna love? Who's gonna be enough? Not just somebody, but my someone. Who's gonna be the first to take me at my worst and make me better than I was? Who am I gonna love?
Have you passed me on the street? Said hello to me. Eat pineapple on pizza. Do you drink your whiskey neat? Do you like the quiet on the Broadway lights? Play it all out or just roll the dice? It's always been playing on
is such a great song. And what are some of the I love the song because it has such amazing harmonies, and you guys just kind of just harmonize so well. And I'm still flabbergasted. You're in two different cities making this song. That's crazy.
Yeah, we definitely thank you. We had to trust each other. There was definitely a level of trust. We kind of had a Zoom meeting where we broke it down and we're like, okay, here's kind of the parts. Here's what it's going to sound like. Here's the main track. And so I had heard the track and everything and sent it over to me in Nashville. And then I laid down my vocals pretty much kind of before Thomas was fully done with his vocals. So he in some ways had to record his vocals kind of around my vocals as well, but neither of us had heard our song, our both of our voices together
Hmm.
truly yet.
Yeah.
So the fact that we blended was very happy, and like it worked. It was an accident. It we didn't know, but it worked out very well. I think on how our voices kind of mixed in together, and we've heard that a lot about this song, so we're just really thankful for that.
And while promoting the song, you got to do something have never gotten to do. You got to go visit England. How was that trip?
Oh my gosh, I was so nervous. I was so nervous going over there and being on a plane for like 7 hours and then just being overwhelmed, but having people around and then going over there and like meeting people that I haven't ever met yet. It was a dream. Like I'm so glad I did it. I'm so proud of myself. I faced a fear and ended up having a marvelous time over there, and I already cannot wait to go back. So there's been some conversations about a tour in 2024, which I am diving in and I cannot wait.
That's awesome. Share with
Yeah.
me about being a tourist. You see any cool places while you're there?
Yeah, my first day there, we had a day off. So we did the fry up at the Breakfast Club in downtown London, and then we also went on the city sightseeing tour bus. And you get on this bus, and we went on it for almost 2 hours, and it drove us all. It was one of those two toppers with the upper deck open.
Mhm.
So we drove around the city and got to see all of these landmarks and listen about them and take pictures and take videos. So I think in the future I'm gonna have to share a video on my social media with us singing the song and like Big Ben in the background or something.
You
Yeah.
the O2 Arena. And for those who might not know, do some research. This place is a venue known as the North Greenwich Arena, which is home of the 2012 Olympics and Paralympics. So it must be a huge place, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh. It's like a mall, but then also like the Bridgestone inside of it. It's so crazy. Yeah, and then there's restaurants. I mean, this is like a giant circus tent. It's what it looks like if you Google it. And then on the inside, there's just all of this stuff. It's like a whole village in there. So I was shocked at how much they could fit in this giant arena, and also shocked how big it was. So we were able to play the side stages and then kind of like CMA Fest at night. People go into the like the atrium part, and then we got to see Morgan Evans. We got to see Midland and a Lady A perform live one night. So that was really cool to be able to go and see the inside of the atrium as well.
I've been curious about musicians' preparations for a concert. Do you have a regiment of what you do before a concert, or you just kind of just go for it, or you just kind of relax, or how does that work for you when you're preparing to go on stage?
Yeah, I think a lot of performers have like certain stuff that they do kind of like I don't know, NFL players or like any sort of athletics, but I definitely drink so much water. I drink so much water. I drink tea. I spit a lot. I make sure that there's nothing in my throat that would get in the way for me to sing all the pretty notes that I want to sing. And so I kind of just get in the zone in that way, do some stretching and really just focus on the vibe that I want to be on stage. And I'm also like internally laughing right now that I just shared all of that. But that is what it is. Like that's the raw form of what I do before going on stage.
during your career, I bet you've had some moments you had to paint yourself thinking, "Is this real?" Did you have one of those moments going, "Is this real? Am I really in England doing a concert?"
Yeah, I definitely did. I think when I was describing when it was first officially happening and I was describing this sentence to people, like, "I'm gonna be going over to London for the first time. I'm gonna be playing the O2 Arena for their biggest country music festival." Like, that sentence, like, saying that out loud got me I just, like, blew me away. Like, it took me a step back, I got a little emotional, and I was like, "This is everything I've ever wanted since I was a little girl, was to be able to tour all around the world and do music." And I'm making, this step to be an international artist and perform internationally. So that was definitely a blow me away kinda moment, like, huge check off the bucket list.
Do you have a bucket list?
Yeah. Yeah, I have, like, a goal sheet and then, longer term goals, short term goals, one of them being stepping on that Opry circle and performing or being named the next women of country or being on regular rotation of a whole bunch of different radio stations, including Sirius XM The Highway, just a bunch of stuff like that. I've listed them all out. I think it's very powerful when you list your goals out and declare what you're going towards and what you want.
Yes, you've been touring all over the U.S. You've had some in Florida, and you attended Music on the Bay Festival. Can you share about that a little bit?
Yeah, that was my second year being at Music on the Bay, and that is hosted by the Tampa Bay Parrot Heads. And I have such a great time every time I go. There is, we've played their meeting, so we are going to be looking to be at the festival next year and have our own slot. So fingers completely crossed there. But the Tampa Bay Parrot Heads and the Sarasota Parrot Heads is those are areas that I tour a lot in Florida. So it has been just a dream to be able to go to their events and be invited and get up and sing and perform our Florida songs. It's just something that I've been looking forward to, and that literally just happened a couple weeks ago. And now we're gonna turn around and go to Florida again the end of April on our way to Key West.
Wow. Which my next little topic is Christmas is too far away, and you're doing Christmas in the Keys. Is that correct?
Yes, I absolutely love that song. I just got word that it is not officially something I can release anymore, and I'm not allowed to say anything further, but I do love that song, and I think we're gonna go ahead and write another trop rock Christmas
Oh,
song. I'm gonna put it out there officially. I absolutely adore that song, and as soon as I heard it, I knew it was gonna be a hit. So there are big things on the way for that song in general, and then also I'll find my own gem of a trop rock Christmas song.
and congratulations, you're an aunt. There's
Oh, thank you.
else.
Y Yes, my sister Kelsey, she just welcomed in a baby girl. Her name is Lainey Marie, and she was 6 pounds, 9 ounces, born at 4:18 PM on March 24th. And so on that day, I literally packed my bags, told my writing appointment and I couldn't go, and I needed to drive up to my home state of Wisconsin to meet this baby girl, and I've kind of been just adjusting my schedule around seeing her as much as humanly possible while I'm up here. But it's an undescribable feeling. There's nothing else like it, and I just feel very like my heart feels warm and content and full, and all I wanna do is hold her. 'Cause I'm just so proud of my sister, and she's definitely blessed our family, with this new baby.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I love it. I love her so much.
I'd love to ask you about your CRS with the backstage pass. You sure?
Oh, yes. We did over 53 interviews. It was so much fun. We got to sit down with Shannon Doa again and Parker McCullen and Stephanie Quayle, one of our favorites, and a ton of artists like Dallas Remington and some people that I just completely admire. So that was It was a blast. It was in 2.5 days, like I said, over 53 interviews. And then with the backstage pass, Brandon and I were there, and then also CJ Garten was there to help out with the interviews. And it just felt really good this year because it was our second year being at CRS and doing the media, and I feel like we had our stuff together, we had it down, it was our second year, we weren't quite as nervous, so it felt really good, and then, that Wednesday, I went down, to Bar Lines and showcased right after all those interviews, and I did my half-hour showcase as an artist, and so it's just so much fun to be able to switch back and forth into those 2 different seats, and, I think we did a great job this year. I'm very proud of our team.
So you'll be hosting an event called Vinyl at the Vinyl Lounge called Songs at a Nash.
Yes! Oh my
Everybody-
gosh. This is my new baby. I cannot wait, other than Lainey, obviously, we're celebrating her, but this is my newest project, and it's something I've wanted to do forever. I've wanted to have a night where instead of featuring me as an artist, we are featuring the songwriting part of my creative side. And so there's going to be a bunch of friends and co-writers and industry people there. And it's going to be a night of music called Songs Out of Nash, presented by Kirstie Kraus. And it's a bunch of songs that I co-wrote in Nashville, like all night long. So I've been wanting to do this. I've had a vision for it, and when the Vinyl Lab and the Vinyl Lounge got on board, and I think Pickle Jar is going to be there to stream it, and of course there's going to be some people coming in and out of town. So I'm just so grateful that it's happening and it's around the corner. It's Friday, April 21st from 7 to 11 at the Vinyl Lounge.
And share with me too how people can follow you and see you on social media, and we're gonna be at your concerts.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I would love to have people come out to concerts. You can follow me at anywhere on any platform at Kirstie Kraus. I also am on TikTok at Kirstie Kraus Music, and Bands in Town. Bands in Town I love because it emails you when the artist is coming to your city, and you get an email notification as soon as a date is announced. So everything is on my website at kirstiekraus.com. I also love Instagram, and anyone can message me anytime on Instagram. That's pretty much my favorite platform.
All over the world, young and old, someone, and especially when you went overseas, it would take to be a really good musician, or what are some of your responses for kids who want to sing?
People who want to be a singer, I tell them it's definitely hard. You have to wear a lot of hats, but don't ever give up. Like it's just because you get knocked down and maybe get told no, use that to propel you to keep going. Like anything, it takes 10,000 hours to get good at it. So, sitting with a guitar 10,000 hours, or if you want to be a singer, sitting and singing for 10,000 hours, learning your muscle, learning your voice, going to voice lessons, just doing all the things. It's not something that anybody should ever stop practicing to be better and to be their best. That's the voice is a never-ending, exploration and work to be your best. I'm still working on my voice, and, I think that's something I would say to anyone that comes up and tells me they wanna be a singer. I'd be like, "Okay, great. Go do it. Do all the things. Dive right in."
What's your next country on your bucket list?
Country, that's a good question. I really wanna go to Canada.
Okay, okay.
But, I know I have people who would kill me if I went to Canada first and didn't go to Australia. So, I guess country-wise, if we're talking like that, those 2 would be on the docket. I also would love to go to Germany and Ireland. I just think that would be it's just something on my bucket list I have to do.
Well, thanks so much for the time, and I'm really glad we catch up again. If people want to go to episode number 40, Kirstie a little more, they're more welcome to. As I love that Cher song, "Turn Back Time," so you can just turn back time.
Yes, me too. I
Those,
love that song. Any Cher song, that's like puts you in a good mood right there.
and if you're ever in Washington State, I'll have coffee with you and meet you face to face. And I just wish you nothing but the best. And congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jody. It's so nice to be able to come back on here and just celebrate all this stuff with you. And I just want to take a moment to say you do such a good job on social media. And I love your brand because it keeps everything very positive, and that is what I'm all about. So it really is an honor to be able to be invited back on your show to help me celebrate everything that's going on, and also the new single, Who Am I Gonna Love? I can't thank you enough. And you're a friend of mine, so I appreciate you so much.
You're always welcome back. Or any good news, you're more than welcome to come back. And thank you for rescheduling a little bit. But baby time is always more important than podcasting time.
Family first is what they say, but I appreciate you for rescheduling, and you rock. So thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. God bless. Be safe.
Okay, see you soon.
Take care.
Bye.
This is Kirstie Kraus. Sorry is not enough.
Honesty is so hard for someone like me. Gravity's got a hold on my tongue. Had your love, and I betrayed your trust. I'm not proud of all the things that I've done. Memories that I can't disown. 1,000 times I tried to reach for that phone. This is the letter that I never sent you. This is my apology. I'm not blaming anyone but myself. I've been hurting and I know you can't tell. It's been 7 years and long overdue. I'm afraid that sorry's not enough for you. Saying sorry's not enough for you. Forgiveness is a word I don't understand yet. It's hard to give and it's hard to get. I've waited so long to get this off my chest. This is my apology. I'm not blaming anyone but myself. I've been hurting and I know you can't tell. It's been 7 years and long overdue. I'm afraid that sorry's not enough for you. Saying sorry's not enough for you. And I don't want this to hurt you again. And I want you to know how sorry that I am. So I wrote this song for you and me. This is my apology. I'm not blaming anyone but myself. I've been hurting and I know you can't tell. It's been 7 years and long overdue. I'm afraid that sorry's not enough for you. Saying sorry's not enough for you. This is my apology. This is my apology.
This is Kirstie Kraus, If It Were Worse.
Wish I heard you cheating. Wish you been lying through your teeth. Each day I'm looking for a reason to call it done or ask you to leave. I keep waiting, I keep staying for something else to change. Nothing's wrong with it, ain't right. I really should leave you tonight. It ain't bad, but it ain't great. I can't leave it, I can't stay. It would be better, it would be better, it would be better if it were worse. All alone after a long day, in the mail another save the day. Count a couple you don't wanna hate, and I'm here with the dirty plate and an empty place. I keep waiting, I keep staying for something else to change. Nothing's wrong with it, ain't right. I really should leave you tonight. It ain't bad, but it ain't great. I can't leave it, I can't stay. It would be better, it would be better, it would be better if it were worse. I wouldn't be questioning myself. If it were worse, I wouldn't be going through this hell. I wanna wake you strong up, feeling I made a mistake somehow. Nothing's wrong, but it ain't right. I really should leave you tonight. It ain't bad, but it ain't great. I can't leave it, I can't stay. It would be better, it would be better, it would be better if it were worse. If it were worse.
I know we all hate commercials, but the next 3 commercials are from my sponsors. I'm so thankful to have them on. We have Lone Star Donuts, Tequiza and Tequiza Street, and Double D's Barbecue and Smokery coming up next.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I got one word for you. Donuts. Delicious, tasting, mouth-watering donuts. Can be found at Lone Star Donuts, a locally owned and operated business here in Kitsap County. They have 2 locations. Both of them have over 50 flavors, including apple fritters, bear claws, maple bars with real bacon, field donuts with apple, lemon, lime, and other amazing flavors. They also have a donut called the Butterfinger Donut, the Banana Split Donut. I love coffee. Of course, they have the Coffee Donut and Donut Bites. Go down and see my friends at Lone Star Donuts in Silverdale, or you can call and place your order today at 360-204-5021, or head down to 10786 Maury Place in Silverdale. Also, over in the Port Orchard area, they have another location at 2649 Mile Hill Drive. You can call there at 360-443-2600 to get your amazing donuts. We know you can't buy happiness, but you know what? Buying donuts is kind of the same thing. Go down and see my friends at Lone Star Donuts in Silverdale or in Port Orchard. That's Lone Star Donuts. When I say barbecue, does your mouth just start to water? Barbecue. Well, I got the place for you to go check out, right? Double D's Barbecue and Smokery. They got the best tasting ribs, dry rub ribs, and the meat just literally fell off the bone the last plate I had. Delicious. Also, they have pulled brisket, pulled pork, sides like bacon, macaroni, and cheese, coleslaw, beans, and cream corn with green chilies. Little kick, delicious. And a dessert, banana pudding. That's right, banana pudding. Where can you find that at, right? See, Brett and Dawn, the owners of Double D's, are both strong military veterans. They have found a home here in the Pacific Northwest, and their roots range from Texas to North Carolina and everywhere in between. They bring their amazing flavors to their ribs and their food truck, which is a catering business as well. You can reach them at 360-960-9093. They're on Facebook, Instagram. That's right, Double D's, Barbecue and Smokery, delicious tasting ribs and barbecue. You got it. Check them out. Hola, my friends. Are you craving some authentic, fresh Mexican food? Get in pen and paper. I got two businesses for you I want to share that are in Silverdale. Both are locally owned and operated. They make the best tasting Mexican food around. The first one is Tequila Street. They're a local food truck located 9571 Silverdale Way in Silverdale, Washington. They have the best breakfast burritos, including the breakfast Tex burrito, the breakfast California burrito, and the breakfast ultimate burrito, and many others. My favorite is the barbecue pulled pork burrito, and they have other items like tacos and burritos as well. Call and place your order today at 360-914-9152 at Tequila Street in Silverdale. Also, Tequila, located in the Kidside Mall in Silverdale, Washington. There, they have 5 kinds of tacos, including burritos, taquitos, taco salads, and my favorite, grilled jalapenos, and many, many more delicious items. Right now, through April 15th, when you buy a California burrito, you get one free. That's right, free until April 15th. Also, on Tuesdays, Taco Tuesdays, street tacos are 50% off. That's right, 50% off. So call them now at 360-698-4335 and place your order, and head over to tequilatacoshop.com for the great tasting authentic Mexican food located in the Kidside Mall at Tequila. This is another Kirstie Kraus song called Better.
I'm only human. I'm a little moody, but you're tuning. You get me. It's not my day, but you know what to say to make things better. I'm better with you. I'm better with you. Everything I am, everything I do, boy, I'm better with you. I'm better with you. I'm better with you. Everything I am, everything I do, boy, I'm better with you. Walk a little town, new step in my stride. My worries are small. I'm amped up. The way I feel in a brand new pair of heels, you make things better. I'm better with you. I'm better with you. Everything I am, everything I do, boy,
What a fun time talking to Kirstie Kraus, getting to know her a little more, what she's been up to, her brand new song, traveling the world. And what I remember most about this podcast is her bucket list. You know, just writing some stuff down that you like to accomplish. You don't have to accomplish them, but just a checkoff list. And she's traveling the world, went to Europe, and touring in some amazing places. So I'm going to challenge you. Get you a bucket list going. Write down some things you want to do. Also, this podcast, I want to share with you some upcoming events, some strange and quirky weird holidays. This episode will be posting on April 12th. So we'll run through a few days of these weird and quirky events. April 12th is National Grilled Cheese Day. 13th is Scrabble Day. My family's we have a big Scrabble game on the wall we all participate in. 14th is Moment of Laugh Day. April 15th is World Circus Day. I haven't been to a circus in forever. The 16th is Go Fly a Kite Day. Pretty awesome. The 19th, April 19th, is National Garlic Day. My family, we and I love some garlic on everything. And the 20th is National Cheese Friday. Sounds good. This is Chit and Chat, the encouraging one another podcast. Interviews with amazing people, conversations, and just uplifting somebody somewhere. Thank you for listening and joining in, and hope you can subscribe and follow this podcast. You can also check out my website called chatpodcast.com. My amazing sponsors, Lone Star Donuts, Tequiza Street, and Double D's Barbecue and Smokery. This is Jody Sheffield from Chit and Chat, the encouraging one another podcast, was always about encouraging others. Until next time, have a great day. Great week, great weekend. Want to leave you a quote from my grandson, Cam, when he's about 3 years old. This is Chit and Chat, the encouraging one another podcast. It's always about encouraging others.